I have a particular fear, more like anxiety, when it comes to climbing. And fear is particularly derived from desire. No desire, no fear, which kind of leaves you in a place of contentment, which is a pretty good place to be. Rather calm, but not me, brother, my man, my G. I want to climb V15. And the fear, the anxiety is maybe I will never get there. Because unfortunately, we have to be realistic and practical and not just live in dreams. Only a small handful of the most gifted climbers have ever climbed V15, as far as I'm concerned. The normal, everyday, casual climber or climbers in general, they tend to max out at V5, V6 for their entire lives. Statistically, the statistics is not with me. But let me break down my concerns, right? I'm 26 years old, or is it 27? I don't know, it doesn't matter. It's not that important. The point is, I only have so many good years before I start to decline. The second issue is I've only been climbing for like 3 to 4 years, so my experience compared to other climbers is just not on par. Honestly, the vast majority of my life, I didn't even know that climbing was a thing. And I am good at climbing, there's no questions about that. But I do wonder sometimes if my climbing potential is actually that good enough to climb V15, because I've climbed V10. It was hard. I'm currently working on another V10, which is extremely hard. And how many people do you know start in their 20s and they hit V15? I don't hear stories like that. Every story begins in their early teens or before their teens. Every story typically involves competition. My story, definitely not that. And so because of my late start, I pretty much absolutely refuse to miss a single training session or climbing session that I have at my disposal. The way I see it is I cannot afford to lay back and hope to get something that I've never gotten before by letting time run. Just because time progresses does not mean I will. To get better, I have to be diligent and use big brain intelligence. I never discount an idea or possibility of improvement, no matter how uncertain it may seem, because I need all of it. I'll take every single piece of advantage that I can carry, shove it into a plan that will hopefully get me within a stone's throw away from my goal, and then I'll sprint. If I fall, I'll crawl. And to be honest, I've never honestly contemplated the feelings that I would feel if I failed. Simply because until this particularly very tight moment right now, I did not think that it mattered if I succeeded or not. It was just fun to have a very hard goal that might not be achievable. But after thinking it for a while, apparently it does matter to me. And it's so arbitrary, right? Nothing changes if I get it. If I don't, it's not like I'll stop climbing if the greatest climbing analysis guy comes up to me and says, "Brother, my man, my G, your max climbing grade is capped at V13. I'll probably just say, then how do I push it up to V15? Because I like the number 15. If I like the number 13, I would have said my climbing goal would have been V13. But I like the number 15 for a really dumb reason that I will not divulge in this video. So I do apologize, my most excellent climbing analysis guy, but 15 is what I want to climb. I don't need the reality of failure, I need the impossibility of success. Show me how to get better instead of showing me why I can't. Will you? Do I need to hangboard more? I will. Lose weight? I will. Drugs? I'll take water room temperature, but nothing stronger than that. Thank you very much. And I so dearly, so desperately want to do this on my own with no additional assistance of the artificial or outside kind. You know when someone does a really hard climb, and then someone throws them a chalk bag and then they finish off the climb? That's not me. It won't feel correct. I must do the entirety of the climb of my own prowess. If I dab or receive assistance in even the smallest, slightest bit, I have to do it all over again. The satisfaction that I acquire from smashing something of my own prowess is to me better than most things in life. And if a smidge of dirt splatters upon it, I don't care. It's not mine anymore. I don't care how much effort and time I put into it, it's not mine anymore. If I don't do it the way I want to do it, it's not mine. I don't care. It's not going in my book. It does not count, and I will do it all over again until I've done it the way that I want to do it. And I do think about sending V15, my goal, every single night before I go to sleep. Of course, I think about a lot of other things, but I always think about this. A big part of me wants to believe, because I want it, and because I train very hard, that I will get there one day. Because you know, the rock will never leave. But I tell you what, one day I will. And I will have a lot of regrets, but you know who doesn't? And the one regret that I don't want to have is accepting that the grade of V15 was just out of my reach. And to be quite blatant, I feel like one day after training and climbing for many of years, that I'll look at the number 15 and say, you know what? 13 sounds just as good, and maybe that'll be more applicable reasonable for me, that this route would make the most sense and maybe even bring me more joy.
Make sure everybody knew.
Dude, nice
which
job.
one it was.
And future me might agree and even be completely fine and content and maybe even relieve at the idea and notion. He'll continue to climb, I'm pretty sure. And just saying that makes me feel like punching future me in the face. I'm actually a little bit quite upset at myself now. I really want to so bad believe that this is something I can do, but I just don't know. I'm sure I could climb V12 eventually, and in a couple years I will be the strongest I will ever be currently. But I look at some of the strong climbers who have been stronger and climbed longer than me and still haven't achieved V15. And through the course of my climbing career of 3 to 4 years, these stronger climbers still haven't achieved V15 yet. And I haven't achieved their current level of strength yet. So it kind of puts a little bit of damper on my hopes and joys. And I do still have quite satisfaction and fun and enjoyment from smashing out hard climbs and progressing. But if I can't continue progressing, I never thought about quitting. I never thought that climbing hated me. I never thought it was impossible. I just thought, how do I get better? How do I get better? How do I get better? And I've tried so many things. I've rearranged my life for the sole purpose of this goal. I'll never win a comp, never be sponsored, never be the best or near the best, never make up for lost time. And I'm, really pretty okay with that. Not a problem. Yee. Just between you and I, partner, I don't care about a lot of things. And I do mean a lot of things. Nothing really holds my interest besides me. Most definitely selfish. And while other people derive pleasure and satisfaction from helping others, I derive pleasure and satisfaction from helping me. I like to help myself. I think I'm more important than anyone else, from my perspective at least. And I guess the bittersweet sadness is, after I get V15, if I ever get it, I know I won't be satisfied. And that is something that I'm totally okay with. And I just hope that climbing V15 one day is something that I will always want to care about. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time, partner.
Nice, dude.
Get it. Come on. Super solid. You got it, dude. Yeah. Come on. You know it.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on.
Come on.
Oh, fucking easy. Easy, bro. Easy. Come on. There you go. That's it.
Yup. Come on. Nice, dude. Come on.
You got this.
Cheers, mate. Go
Yeah.
up right if you can.
I went right, so like left hand on the top of the boulder, your right
There
hand.
you go.
There you go, dude.
That's
Nice.
it.
Come on, dude.
Come on.
Yup, up there. Yup.
Nice, dude. Let's go.
Come on.
I've got an ass shot for like 30 seconds.